Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Super Bowl Sunday. The Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Mexico City Diablos.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the NFC champions. Talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
They'll run on first down. McGee, they'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 30 on second down, Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Brings up third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing on second down, Wilson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
To throw again on second down, Wilson. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ford. And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Big completion there on 3rd and short keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. First and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. To throw is Wilson. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
On first down, Hale. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So that'll back them up 5.
Still first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Applewhite looking to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Hubbard. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On third down, it's Hale. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
15-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is
complete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
They'll run on first down. It's Hale, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. They'll try the left side. It's McGee. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his Eagles running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And Jennings has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First and 10.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that poster out there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now Applewhite to throw on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll set up a throw. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 24. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now here's Applewhite throwing on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Applewhite now, throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The field goal.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That's about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down now, it's Banks.
Draw play to the running back.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. On 1st down, it's Hale, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 37.
1st and 10.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. This is Applewhite operating from the gun. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down. Hale. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Applewhite to throw on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula? Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wilson will throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, Wilson. And this is caught off a deflection. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he comes back with one complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. To throw again is Wilson. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 11 yards on the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Called in left side here by Jennings. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 45-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hubbard. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. So the halftime show in the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. On the return, it's Washington. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Another carry.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd down, it's Hale, and he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 31. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Applewhite to throw. Off the play fake. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, Hale. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Mexico City.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Ford. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
To number 43.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Banks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the left side. It's McGee powering his way forward. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Play action. It's Wilson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, Wilson got his man complete over the middle. That's Perkins. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try to get your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. On 1st down, it's Hale. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hale. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. A try here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. 5 plays there on that drive.
Those 35. Jaguars 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
26 more yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff say, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's 4th. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his pass incomplete.
Wilson's pass incomplete on the throwaway.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing again here, Wilson. Throw left side complete. It's Perkins. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Wilson. This will be caught at about the 5.
Wilson's pass.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But nowhere to go here. He lost the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they were...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. As a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. That good for 22 and a first down.
So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
18 more yards there and another first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
He's brought down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Another
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to get about 3. He's taken down right at the 20.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Hot girls here, emoji red hard.
Off here to his running back.
Hot girls here, emoji fire. Hot girls here.
Play.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On first down, Hale. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jennings. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Makes the score Diablos 30.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Banks. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. That's exactly what he did.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Wilson's pass.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. From the gun, Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy. 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Now, a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Mexico City.
What a moment for him. A pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick-6 in the Super Bowl. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Throw left side, complete. That's Banks. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.